And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Outside for SGA. Knocks down the triple. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Count that bucket.
By these little in-between buckets, you've got to have good touch. Excellent shot selection from Alex Caruso.
Towns outside. Back to Brunson. Towns on a screen. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It goes on Chris Paul. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end. Oh, Mr. Holmgren letting you know and letting you hear about it.
Pass to Towns. Takes a three. Counted from distance. Towns has got 6.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Paul looking over the floor. Outside, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Brunson.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Williams on the wing. Stolen by Anunoby. Fast break. Here comes New York. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, this is OG in a nutshell. Ignite the break with this great defense, but what else is new?
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Williams with the screen. The three. Drains the triple.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Bridges outside. To the inside. Anunoby. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
OG knows you set a good screen and then be opportunistic as a scorer. Nicely done there.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And Paul gets it to go.
There's an elusivity to Chris Paul's play. He's got the knack to get into the teeth of the defense and make something happen.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in, gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, so we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Paul. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. Ball's got 5.
Well, Chris Paul by nature wants to pass the ball, but if you leave him open, he understands he's got to make those shots.
Pass to Anthony. Pippen outside. Here's Garza. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 5 to shoot. Holmgren with the block.
Oh, Chet Holmgren meets that one at the rim. Nicely done.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Connects from downtown. Caruso's gotten his second bucket.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pippen outside. Back to Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. Here's Pippen. No good. Would have counted had it gone. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Thunder out in front, leading by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Diawara. Towns, left side. Pippen outside. Here's Hawkins. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. Pippen, no good. Here's Nembhard. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Knicks trail by 7. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Towns outside. Pass to Garza. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Garza's got his first points of the night.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Outside Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Pass to Diawara. Out left to the wing. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Bridges misses. Thunder leading by 7. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a 2-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
B.A., I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
Pippen outside. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Garza. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Garza's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a great feed by Cat. Those assist numbers have improved big time over the years.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Diawara. Outside Brunson. Here's Diawara. Here's Garza. He's covered by Holmgren. New York again can't hit.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Williams with the screen. The drive by Paul. Williams misses. Knicks trail by 6. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Brian, back to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Diawara. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now that's foul number 2, and he's got to avoid another this half if he wants to stay on the floor.
To the right side, and here's Brunson from the arc. Oh, Brunson with the triple.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
And here's Paul. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul of the game. And the Thunder in possession here. It's a 3-point game. Throws it up high. And it's Holmgren missing.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Caruso outside. Back to Holmgren. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Thunder. They're up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
And here's Caruso outside. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Doris, Alex Caruso, known for his defensive presence.
I don't know which aspect of his game on that end of the floor to talk about. His ball pressure at the point of attack is elite, but you can also put him off the ball if you need to, and he can get into passing lanes and be disruptive. If you need him to guard up a position, he can do that as well. The versatility is probably the thing that makes him dominant.
And a deep 3 from Towns. On target from range. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
A whole lot of everything from Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
Right side, SGA. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Holmgren. Stolen by Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded by Paul. Now Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. Left side, Anunoby. Shoots over Paul. Anunoby can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Left side, SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Good. Towns has got 13 now.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Williams from long range hits the trifecta. Williams has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
There's a reason Jalen Williams has the green light from deep. He is so consistent.
And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Pass to Holmgren. Stolen by Anunoby. And it's Caruso on the take. Now Paul. Brunson defending. Caruso outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Towns. Holmgren with the block.
Get it out of here. Holmgren too much defensively.
Pass to Williams. There's the triple. Fires in the triple. Williams has got 8 here in this quarter. We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA games?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock, with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Nembhard.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Second team.
Here's Nembhard. Playing it up top. Outside, Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has gotten his second bucket on the night.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Garza. And here's Anunoby. He's guarded by Nembhard. These are his first free throws of the game.
Second team.
He's off on the first.
OG Anunoby at the line.
He hits the second from the line.
What you love about OG Anunoby, this guy widely regarded as one of the league's top defenders, guys, but he's starting to become a more consistent scorer now as his career has gone on.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And both free throws good for Walker. Here's Brunson. Brunson rushes in. Williams grabs the board.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
He takes it in and slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Anthony. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. There's 6 seconds left in the third. And Brunson, here we go. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Oklahoma City ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting.
The Thunder, 46.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Nembhard outside. Outside, Williams. Outside, Walker. The shake. And the jam by Walker.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to Diawara. Anthony with it. And Walker picks him up defensively. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Thunder leading by 12. Outside Walker. Fires the 3. Anthony grabs the board. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside, Green. Back to Nembhard. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Anthony. Walker pulls down the board. Here's Oklahoma City now. Williams in the post. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Nembhard. And here's Green from the arc. Nails it from 3. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now, Danny Green is one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the league. Makes it look easy.
Towns up top. Shoots over Klingon. Williams rips down the board.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
That's tipped. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Williams. The finish. And the breakaway jam. A thing of beauty.
Well, that's about being opportunistic. OG Anunoby so good at anticipating when he can jump and get a steal.
Outside Brunson. Now Towns. No, it's off target. Now here's Walker. Williams outside. Oh, he jammed it.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
SGA looking around. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be foul number 5 on him. SGA.
We know Mikal Bridges, one of the best defenders in the game. Send it back.
Outside Anthony. Here's Anunoby. Outside Anthony. And stolen by Caruso. Left side Paul. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Yeah, this is just bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Thunder.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Williams.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Caruso with it. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin.